Hello everyone, some movie news for you. I was on Twitter this morning and someone that I follow tweeted this article, and it is a little bit about Iron Man 3. No big spoilers here, so don't be too concerned, I think. I just found out, I did not know this, that Jon Favreau, who's directed the first two Iron Man films, is not going to be directing the third. I think he'll still be an executive producer. It doesn't exactly say what he's going to do, but I think he'll be an exec. The person who's actually going to direct Iron Man 3 is Shane Black. Shane Black directed my favorite Robert Downey Jr. movie, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, as well as a little series that you might have heard of called Lethal Weapon. So, here's what I'm proposing. I was actually talking about this earlier this week. Completely coincidental. I had already thought of this, and this just feeds perfectly into it. I said to Alicia, you know what sequels do sometimes that's a really good idea? And she said, what? Because she was playing along, and I said, genre shift. And she was like, what's a genre shift? And I was like, well, let me show you this TV Tropes article. None of this actually happened. There's a link in the info to a TV Tropes article. Thank you again, Carter, for pointing me to this thing that has wasted hours of my life. A genre shift is when, and this is specifically when a writer, like when someone in charge of the production decides to change the genre, not an executive. Apparently that is referred to as executive meddling, which I like. Genre shift is when, for instance, here's a great example. Alien. What type of film is Alien? If you say, well, it's a science fiction movie, you're right, but what type of film is it? It's a horror film. It plays like a haunted house, except it's in space and there are aliens. But it's basically just a haunted house film. It is horror. What is the sequel? Aliens. Definitely not horror. There are scary things, but that's just tied to the thriller genre, which I would say Aliens is. Alien is a horror film. Aliens 2 is a sci-fi action movie. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with changing the genre in that case. Iron Man, I think, would benefit from a number of reasons with a little genre shift. Iron Man basically has just been an action genre until now. I think what would behoove the series would be to either go into a genre that is more of a mystery, make Iron Man 3 more like a noir. That doesn't mean it has to look like a noir, it just has to feel like a noir. There has to be he needs to play detective and figure something out, something that people have hidden from him. Or, and this is what I would do, especially since Shane Black apparently is now directing, you make it a buddy comedy. Now, that's not to say it won't still kick ass and like people in suits won't fly around and like blow stuff up. But, okay, take the recent success of the Hulk and pull him out. I mean, you even had Tony Stark and Bruce Banner leave at the end of the Avengers together. That is the perfect setup. Take Tony and Bruce. That is the awkward buddy combination, and then play that out over a movie. That is what I would do. Put the Hulk into Iron Man and make it a buddy comedy directed by Shane Black. I can't even imagine how awesome that movie would be. That's the movie I would see. That's the movie I would make. Can I make Iron Man 4? Click.